So I have an LLC, which is a registered business. Now, along with that, I also get an employee identification number for the business, meaning that I can use that number to start my own bank accounts for the business. Now, owning a small business, I do need a separate bank account because it separates basically my personal expenses and incomes from the business's personal expenses and incomes, and it makes it really easy during tax time. And if I ever get audited, I just show them literally all the transactions on one card and everything should work out fine. With that being said, I wanted to get a good business bank account so that I could really maximize my time and the amount of money I spent. So I had one card in mind first off. Actually, scratch that. I had two cards in mind. The first card I had in mind was the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card. Basically, I wrote it down here. The pros with this one is I got 5% cash back up to $25,000 on a yearly basis. So it resets every year. And then after I hit that 25K mark, I get basically 1 to 3% cash back in certain categories. So that's how it was with the 5% too. I think it was in certain categories. But I basically get 1 to 3% back in certain categories. Also with that Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, is I get a $300 sign-up bonus once I spend $3,000 in the first 3 months. That's pretty easy to do. I could easily do that. So yeah, really big pros there. The only cons I had with Chase, and the reason I didn't start signing up for it, is because I had to create a new account. Basically, you can't just apply for that card. You need to have an actual Chase account. So that means I would have had to apply for a Chase business savings account, and you also have to have excellent credit score for this. And obviously, I'm using my dad's stuff. I don't really know what his credit score is, but supposedly it's good. But since I have to use most of my dad's information for this, because I am a minor, I wanted to choose the easiest one to get because I don't want to have to put him through all the hassle. And basically, Chase had the 524 rule, I think that's what it's called, where basically if in the last 24 months you've signed up for 5 credit cards, they'll automatically decline you. And I didn't ask my dad how many credit cards he signed up for. I didn't know how much he signed up for or how many he had. So I was just like, I don't want to deal with that. I need a card quickly. So I went with the American Express Blue Business Cash Card. Basically, like every card I have on this list, this card is 0% annual fee, and it gives 2% cash back, which, you know, was good enough for me. Also, it's 2% cash back until you spend 50K, which I don't know if I'm even going to reach that this year, but after the 50K, then it's just 1% cash back. So I thought that was a pretty good option. Also, when I was reading online, it says that it's really easy to get accepted. Like, you can get accepted on the spot. So I thought. Plus, this card just looks really cool. Like, I'll throw up a picture right now, or I threw up one before. But yeah, I thought I could get this card easily. So pretty much what we did is me and my dad did the online sign up. It actually was super easy to sign up. We filled in everything. And then something went wrong. We had to enter in the address. So typed in, you know, the letters of my address, and I clicked the Google autofill, right? That was a fucking big mistake. So we submit the application, and then I check again, and I check my email, and like 30 seconds later it says we got rejected. We're like, what the fuck? So we check, and we see on the application, when we clicked the address in a Google autofilled, it changed my dad's name to my name. So it had Austin, but it had his fucking social security number. So obviously that didn't match up, and I got auto rejected. So we tried again using his name, auto rejected. You know why? Because we had a rejection in the past 30 days. So we called them up, and we explained the whole situation, and then basically we applied online. And then they're like, okay, cool, we'll send you a card in about 7 to 10 days. It's been 10 days, we haven't got a card. Also, like a few days ago, we got called back, and we were like, look, we need some information to verify stuff, and they asked us for more information, and then they've done that about like 2 fucking times. Like, why do they need to verify more information? Like, what's going on? Apparently it's because they wanted a card in my name, but I'm under 18, and they didn't, like, we specified that the first time, but they didn't realize that, so they couldn't send a card, or something fucking went wrong. We're done with American Express. We're done trying with that because there are so many other options we could go for. So we basically just said, fuck you to that card. So on the paper that I have here, I basically just had the pros and the cons of the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card and of the Discover It business card. Basically, I read over the pros and cons of the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card. I think that's a really good card. I think that's one that I'm going to try to go for and set up a Chase account for my business once my dad can help me with that. But then if that doesn't work out, the Discover It card, supposedly super easy to get signed up with. And the pros, you have unlimited 1.5% cash back, which is better than nothing. There's no sign-up bonus, which sucks, but it's easy to get. And I already have a Discover account, a separate Discover bank account. But also the cons of that is that there's no physical branch for Discover. But it's been working out so far with my online savings account there. And it's interesting because I've been doing a lot of research on these cards. Everyone recommends the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card. A little less popular is the American Express Business Cash Card, but it's still, high ranking on there. I haven't seen one review. I literally haven't seen one review of the Discover It Business Card when I was doing all my research. I didn't even know it was a thing until I finally was like, is there a card for Discover? I already have a Discover account. I just want to make this super easy. So I looked it up, and apparently there was a Discover It business card. So, yeah, there's honestly, I didn't hear anything about it online. I didn't read any reviews on it. But it's there, and if the Chase card doesn't work out, we're going to go for the Discover. But that's pretty much what I've been up to, just trying to set up business bank accounts. I have a PayPal business account under the LLC's name, and actually, I just changed all the routing and everything for eBay. So all the eBay purchases, they'll go straight to that PayPal instead, so that it doesn't lock up any of my personal PayPals for being underage. But so it goes to the LLC PayPal, and I also requested a card for that PayPal. So they're gonna give me a MasterCard that basically whenever I use it, it just takes balance right out of the PayPal. So that's gonna be nice until I get one of these cards. I can just use that card for business expenses, until I get another card. But the reason I don't want to stick with PayPal is because, first off, it's not a real bank. Second of all, I can't have my Amazon payouts be routed directly to PayPal. That's obviously going to be a big problem because a lot of my sales are coming from Amazon, not just eBay. So I actually want to have a bank account to where I can have all the money going into one place. And then once I get my card, I'm going to use that card to buy the GoDaddy bookkeeping service. I heard and I looked up reviews of it. It's supposed to be super easy and flawlessly work with eBay and Amazon. And also you enter all your cards in there. It tracks all the expenditure across all your cards. So that's going to be super helpful. And it'll show you pretty much how much profit you made in the month or how much loss you have. And that's going to be really helpful for me starting out my business. So I'm going to go for that. It's only $10 a month. And also I can write that off. That's why I'm waiting for a business card, just so I can have stuff be more organized and I can have my actual expenses start to show up on these business cards. But obviously with anything, please do your own research, guys. But yeah, the 3 cards that I was kind of looking for, or I'm looking towards, first, the best one, probably the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card. Second best, probably the American Express Business Cash Card. If you enter your information right and you don't autofill, wrong stuff, the American Express Business Cash Card is super easy to get. And then finally, the Discover It Business Card. If you already have a Discover account, might as well just go for the Discover It account. But those are kind of the 3 cards that, I said I was looking towards or I'm going towards. Hopefully you guys got some valuable information out of this video. And also there's this other app that I'm not fucking sponsored by, but I've seen people use it in the reselling world, and I actually recently just started to use it. It's called Rakuten, something like that. It used to be Ebates, if you knew what that was. Pretty much you literally just go on the app and you pretty much just buy stuff from links that are on the app, and they give you a certain percentage cash back. So I just bought stuff on GameStop to resell, and they're gonna give me up to 3% cash back on my purchase. So that's pretty cool, and I'm pretty sure if you use it with a cashback card, you'll get the cashback for that also. So, you want to maximize the money you spend and really just be smart with how you do it. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and subscribe right down here to let them know. I got some older videos. Please go ahead and check them out. But anyway, my name is Austin Hustles. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Be smart. Later.